to the real testament. Real test is where the truth gets old.
It's Grimes time.
Before I sell my soul, I lose everything. You lock me up, crack 'em, and get out and do the same thing. You take this rap.
What it do? 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 Please like, subscribe, share. For those that don't have Facebook, y'all can go to YouTube. We're streaming live on YouTube now. For those people that don't got YouTube. What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? I am back. Excuse my shirt is wrinkled, man. Kind of wrinkled. I had to put on DeSoto green for my guest that's coming on. Like, it's my GrimesTime DeSoto edition for y'all to know. You know what I'm saying? Had to put on a green, man, to pay homage. I really got a DeSoto hat, but it's in the car somewhere. But none of my people, they took care of me over there in the press box. Shout out to Dr. Rogers and Ebony and them and whatnot. Y'all do me a favor, share to the group. Hopefully TOWD check in on, but I got a special guest coming back on. This is my guy, whether he knew it or not. And I must say that y'all be get caught up in my predictions. And I gotta tell him when he get on what I had. But yeah, y'all like, subscribe, share, please. As y'all know, there's a lot of good football this past weekend. We got the three-headed monsters back in the state again. They say bet on black when you go into the state title. You got Mathis back in there, Samples back in there, and of course you got TOWD back in there. DeSoto was able to come back and up in Raleigh Dodge and South Lake Carroll. Duncanville took care of business over Allen, and South Oak Cliff took care of business over Melissa and whatnot. So guess what? It's another reunion in Jerry's world. So for all y'all, please come out. This is big. This is another big monumental moment for these coaches as well. And this is the time for us to come together and do it all over again, like it was the year before last, couple years ago, where all of them won. So we need to come back and do that repeat again. I know there's a code link for if you get pre-sale tickets for SOC. For y'all that go online, it's 5AD2V25. It's 5AD2V25. You can go to SeatGeek and use the discount code, and there will be $15 each to get them early. If not, after that, I think it'll be $20. So go ahead and save $5 for those. $5. You can get you a $5 biggie bag or something like that. I'm not sure if there's one for DeSoto, but I asked Matt to come on. So that's that. So we need to see everybody in Jerry's world. Without further ado, I'm gonna bring my coach on to the stage. He really needs no introduction, especially after his last rant that went viral. I think he went WWE, Vince McMahon, Hulk Hogan type with his rant. But let me bring none other than the great Claude Mathis on stage. What's up, Coach?
How you doing?
Oh, man. I just first want you to know that it is an honor and a privilege to have you back on again. I think I mentioned it back when you first did the interview. I say, well, we need to come back and revisit this later on when the cream comes to the top, when everything's coming to. So now we've been waiting on the moment, and it's finally here. And I must say, you can pop it how you want to pop it, but you deserve to pop it however you pop it. Coach, how you feeling right now, man? You're on another brink of a state title. You missed out last year. I think Salt Lake Carroll beat you, right?
No, Longview.
Longview beat you. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. That's right. Longview beat you, right? That was the get sex era. How you feeling right now?
We're in the office. We're working. We're still working right now. So, but we feel pretty good. It's always great to be playing the last week of the season, especially in the playoffs. And
right.
doesn't get any better than that when it comes to high school football because you're playing for a state championship. So it feels pretty good right now.
Right. Started off 0-2.
Yeah.
You heard all the chatter. You heard all the noise. Magic can't coach. Oh, they're over. Yeah. And I must say, end of an era. And one thing I would say, you stayed positive because when you came on the show, you made it plain, like, as long as you're the head coach, you're going to be fine at DeSoto High School. What do you got to say to the critics, man? You made a state title. You hear it now.
Yeah.
What do you got to say?
Only thing they need to do is just show up and watch us on Saturday. Just watch us on Saturday. I mean, I think our kids have played phenomenal, man, and they have responded in a positive way, and they've kept the chatter out their ears as well as our coaches, and we came together as a team, and we in this thing together, and it's about us. So I can't thank them enough for believing in us and our coaches sticking with us. And, it's one of those things where, you have your true sayers. Our community was huge, and our parents were awesome. I mean, they stayed with us. They did. And they knew we were up and down a little bit, but our parents hung in there with us, man, through thick and thin, and our administration did as well. And just proud of our students here at DeSoto that they believed in us. And so I can't think that's enough.
You, after the Duncanville loss, you peeled off 9 straight convincing wins, double-digit wins by a lot of teams. What did it take to win off 9 straight and get to the moment right now? What did it take to get here?
The players believed in one another and playing as a team, not fighting one another. Understanding we've been here before. We know how to coach. We've been doing this a long time. At the same time, we had to change some things around. We really did. And I'm glad I have a great staff, and they believe in me, and I believe in them. And we had to adapt, and we did some things that we thought they would help us out. And it really did. It's really helped us out throughout this season right now. And
you care to share those changes that you made, or was it more internal, or was it?
It was more internal. It really was more internal, and some of the things that I did, and some of the things that they did, and to get our kids focused even more, playing harder even more. Fundamentals was huge. Going back to work, but just some of the things that we did, and I want to say this is probably one of our when it comes to coaching. I mean, this has really been a tough year for us overall. And we've overcome it, I should say. And the thing about it is we're not done. So I'm just glad to be on here talking to you about that, because our kids and our coaches, they deserve the best, and they deserve all the praise in the world they can get right now.
What has made it tough, Coach, if you care to share? What has made it tough for you?
Well, when you lose coaches on your staff, and, you go through ups and downs throughout the year when it comes to being the boss and, dealing with other things within the organization, but at the same time, our kids, man, our kids, just getting them to believe and being together as a team and fighting together as a team, because we weren't doing that at first. And once we got that problem really fixed on the internal part of it, it started to click a little bit. And then once I was able to get our staff back to normal again, it started clicking a lot better for us. But my coaches hung in there with me, man. Gosh, they hung with me.
And that's always a good thing, because, I mean, it's not nothing. I mean, that's not a secret that, DeSoto has the financial issues, and with the things that you've able to accomplish with that staff, personnel, and everything like that, and you've gotten here now. You state championship game this week. How important is this victory, not only for you, your legs, and how important is it for DeSoto ISD?
You know what? I haven't even thought about it, because the only thing that I've thought about it was about our players and our coaches. I mean, they have a chance to write their own legacy.
Right.
They are totally different from the other teams that I've had here at DeSoto, and I've told them all year long, and it's coming to light. They have a chance to write their own legacy and finish it. And talk to the seniors about that today. This is the last week of practice for the seniors. This is their last week. And I have to add another young man there is Feaster.
Right.
He's graduating early. It's his last year. So
I
think it kind of dawned on them today when I was saying that, because this is it for high school, for all of them, when it comes to playing high school football. And, but I really do believe adding on, they always want to say other schools have, these many state championships.
Yeah.
They the best with these numbers.
Right.
Just you just asked that. I think it's huge for our community and our
Right.
school.
And you have how many matches? 1 or 2?
I have 2. I have 2 as a player, and I have 2 as a head coach.
As a coach, yeah. And like I say, I know it's like you say, the message is kind of, it's this week. Like I say, some of the kids will go on and play at the next level.
Yep.
And some of the kids maybe go on to kind of be a student, and some of them you may not know where they end up.
Exactly.
Coach Prime used to always tell people, like at the end of the college career, like you got to tell the U-Haul truck where to go, because some of you might be going here, some of you might be going there, so you got to figure out where's the U-Haul truck going to, you know what I mean? And that's always a deal, man. And then, like I say, especially with a lot of emotions, because some kids' career may be coming to an end. They may not be able to fit the bill at the next level, but that doesn't stop or diminish them from being a model citizen or being productive in other aspects and areas of life besides sports. And
they don't all play football. That's what I try to tell our kids. All of you, football is not for everybody. It's not.
Right.
Football is not for everybody. But if I've just taught you football while as a head coach, I have failed you in life, because it's not about it's about life and grooming young men and to be adults. And a lot of our kids may not go play, but they can go do something else with their life and become better. And that's all you want. You just want them to be successful. That's all you want. And I saw a lot of our alumni on the sideline on Saturday. I mean, it was awesome to see a lot of kids on there, but they're doing something. That's great. That's love for them to come back.
Right. You was down 16 points, I think, in the third quarter, maybe.
Yeah.
What did football? Yeah. What was going through your emotion at the time? I mean, was there any of a shadow of doubt, like, hey, man, this could probably be it. This team, I'm up, and this kind of gonna be a tough hill to climb out?
Never crossed my mind. Never crossed my mind.
You scored.
I just did not want to dig a deeper hole than where we're in, but it never really crossed my mind, because I feel that we was gonna win the game. But you got to think, as a head coach, when you over everything, you're thinking they're getting the ball back in the second half.
Right.
So we can't give up this play and let them score again, because then they got a chance to come back out. But it was very crucial for us coming out the second half for our defense not to let them score a touchdown.
Right.
And give up a field goal.
2 at halftime, right?
Not give up a touchdown. And our defense did that. And then we went and scored. They came right back and scored.
Right.
And then we came back and scored again, and it was on. It was on then. Right. But I just knew that playing a team like that, you got to keep yourself in so many points within range. And I feel that if we can do that, we will be just fine, or be on top of them and try to get pulled ahead of them. So, but we're sitting where, honestly, believe it or not, we were sitting right where we need to be when it comes to striking distance if we were down. And we were down. So I was good with that.
It had a goal line stance.
Yes.
Really, they had 8 plays at it, pretty much, almost right. They got the pass.
I thought it was 9, but yeah.
No, it could have been that. Yes, it was so well, like, man. And at that time, what was the score at that time?
We were up. Yeah, we were up by 7.
Yeah, by 7. Yeah. So they even tied, pushed it overtime. And I'm like, they got.
They was gonna go for 2.
Yeah,
they were going for 2.
I saw him. Yeah, so it was gonna get it. It was gonna be no nuts, no glory. Riley Dodd say, "It's me or you. We didn't want no overtime. We didn't finna do it. It's finna be there, because he showed head up too late overtime.
Let's do it die.
And they called it short. And then the moment said in at that moment, like, okay, this is it. Even in spite of the 15-yard the kid got, you got Sarah Baker. I mean, he ain't getting no safety. So even if you did, they don't put him winner. So then he put the dagger in him 99 yards. At that moment, did everything you had been bottled up all season internally from that game, from emotions and dating back, it seemed like it all came out of you, especially in the press conference?
Yeah, I think it came out more in the press conference than it did when it actually happened when the game was over with. I mean, first thing I grabbed was my son, my oldest son, which was supposed to be at graduation, and he was on the sideline with me. He skipped his graduation from getting his master's, and it was a wonderful feeling, because me and him, 2012, he found me when the chaotic was crazy when we stopped him on the goal line. He was, man, God, he was so little. He found me out of all that. And then fast forward years later, it's him again, me on the sideline again, grabbing me on the sideline because the kids are already going crazy by Sherrod had scored.
Right.
So they went berserk there. They wouldn't worry about Coach Mathis. They were celebrating their win, but it really hit me in the press conference part of it when things was over with about what they had said about us and what people, the media was just, I mean, it was nobody picking DeSoto. Nobody. Right. It's okay with us. You know, we're good with that. Nobody picking us. But how they were seeing it and how they were going about it, that's what really got me. And because I know what kind of kids we have, and we were just supposed to show up to the game and just get beat. Yeah. I mean, that's what it's supposed to go. Right. And it went out that way. So it was tough. It did come out though. It really did.
It didn't go how it planned out.
It's like when somebody mess with my kids and my coaches. I don't like that. And I will fight any day. Other time when it comes to my kids and my coaches.
And the most integral part of the thing when they said it was the end of the era, that goes back to the digs era, the back-to-back comments, and people.
That was deep.
That was deep. It was way deep. Yeah, I said cut deep. And that's why I say people don't know how much they being to say stuff like that because it carries on, and people sometimes it'd be a tool for motivating. People had it in the back pocket, like, okay.
I did. I kept that because I know how hard we work. Right. I know how hard I work. I know how hard these coaches and these kids, they put so much in this. And to say that, you don't know us. You don't know us. And that stuck with me. And I'm telling you, man, that changed. That one of the best things that happened to us was for us to go to Georgia. I'm not lying. It really did. Yeah. To see that. One of the best things that ever happened to us. It really was.
And because know what they did, that exposed a lot of people and exposed a lot of fans and people that's supposed to support you by getting beat like that.
And check this out. And that's funny you said that because the fans that came to that game and our parents and family came to that game and cheered those kids on from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
So I knew who was with us from the beginning and the end. And they didn't stop, man. So we know who's been there with us. We know that. We know.
Right. And so that's why I say I was happy for the bomb. I say, man, I'm proud of Mathis. Now I will say I'm man enough to say, well, I made a prediction. I say, well, if my heart is with Coach Mathis them to win this game, but if I got to bet my money, I think Salt Lake Kirby. So I'm here to say that I did have you lose. I'm banning man. But when Sherrod broke that thing, I say, man, put it down in the fuck. I didn't care. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I say, because like I said, I had a friendly rage with little dinner with some people. I said, I'll take Salt Lake Kirby. I say, but my heart is with Mathis. And it's a kind of a gambler's thing, like, man, your heart is with something else, but your money, your things. And I say, and people like, man, I bet you put the interview for you. I said, nah, that wasn't for me. I said, y'all have to be tuned.
No, it wasn't for you at all. Not at all.
Y'all got to know where they back to. And so that's why yesterday I went back to the tube. I say, this is where it started from for y'all that don't know. Why Mathis go WWE? Why he says, who said it was in there? This is where it started from. So I had to bring people up to speed. And so that's why I wanted to get you tonight because we talked about this moment. And you now you just got to close.
Yeah, and that's that's what's funny because Diggs came out and he said it. Now he was man enough to, and I appreciate that. I really do. I really appreciate him coming out and said it was at him. But he knew that it wasn't something that I was just it was personal to me because of the comment. And I take things like that because I know how hard we work and I know how hard I work. But the thing about it is all for none. If you don't close, it's great to get the steak. Don't get me wrong, but if you don't close. Yeah, and that's how we are. I mean, that's our culture is built on us winning state championships and building young men. We got to close.
And I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you to close. I'm rooting for you bad to close. I say shit. And I said this is my thing. I say shit. Hard as that post game press conference, that sent shockwave. I think I started on ESPN if I'm not mistaken. I think I was half asleep. I was telling fans, I say, man. I say I was laying down, man. I got up to use the original, and I know I was listening to it on my phone, but I thought I heard it on the TV. I said, man, I know I ain't clicked. I said, man, I think it was on sports. I know I wasn't dreaming. I told somebody. I said I thought I heard it, so I'm glad you clarified that, man. Because I say I know I heard them play it on Sports Center, man.
Yeah, it was too funny because one of my ex-players I coached at Austin Anderson called me, He said, Coach, you just made sports. And I said, what? And I turned it on and then it started all over again. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And I didn't anything about it is it wasn't about me doing it was being real. I was just being real. And just in the moment. I was so serious, man. I was so serious. I was so serious, man. But it was no fake about it. I was serious, and I didn't think it was go out like this. I was just letting them know how hard our kids and our coaches work, and they
get to that moment, man.
Yeah,
and I'm like this, Coach. I say, Coach, it was so intense, and it was so. And then the program, you ain't got no choice but to win it after that post game. You ain't got, boy. You can't say, man. You can't say, man. I'm telling you now, Coach. You don't win this Saturday. Man, these people they gonna turn you a new AL. They gonna turn you a new AL.
Hey, you know what? I didn't think of it like that, but I do now. You got my attention all over again.
Yeah, Coach. I'm telling you, Coach. They say, man, he did all that to me, man. Well, I'm telling you now, Coach, they coming. I'm here to fight them off, but we gotta close it. I'm talking about. You gotta close, man.
Yeah. I got a funny feeling. Yeah, you're right. I ain't think about that.
Hey, Coach, that was so bad. I got two things. I'm gonna get you on the here too.
Sure.
I want to address the issue. I want to ask this, and I want to ask about Seed King.
Yeah.
You waiting on a moment. You hear state title. We know getting to the state how much of a financial gain it is for the district. Is this a good for the district? Them delivery checks a little bit different, right? From what I heard, I don't know what it is, but it's good for the school, right? No,
it is.
Okay.
Really good for the district, but it helps the football program out a lot.
Okay, cool.
It really does because
right.
It's not easy going 5 straight games and not have to spend money. We have to spend money doing those games right there. Right. Especially when you rent over stadiums and you're doing charter buses and you got to feed our kids and our coaches. I mean, it's so a lot. It's the good thing. It's worth its while for you to get there because you've done justice, so you're able to help the district out a little bit to let them know that we carried our weight and we did it, but we know how to carry our own too as well. So it's not just like y'all putting it on. We're doing it our own self too as hell, but it helps both sides out. It really does.
I look at it like this, Coach. Riley Dodge, and I don't like the crunch number, but we got to make it plain. 175. I think Peterman 158. Other coaches 140, 150. Rockwall Heat coach 150 north of 150. I look at the inner city and lower southern sector like you. I don't know, maybe which I don't. It says 145, whatever I'm like, whatever it is. Do you think you're overachieving but underpaid as opposed to other coaches around the Metroplex that's getting more, but they went in 2-8? Peterman went 2-8, and he got what he got.
Yeah.
Other coaches got 1-6. I don't want to put you in where you have to, say this, but I'm asking, do you think, have you ever had that moment where like, okay, I'm overachieving, but I'm underpaid. In spite of what you've done, lost last year, but if you look at your career, you had an astronomical career at DeSoto, 6-year, 10-year. You're probably going to go to the Texas Hall of Fame. Do you think you are overachieving but underpaid?
I would say this: you want to be wanted, right? You want to be appreciated,
right?
You do, and you want to hear those things, and when you look that, to answer your question, I do. No, I don't think I am. I don't think I'm paid. No, I don't. And that's me talking. Because I can say that.
Yeah, you said you don't think you're paid. You don't think you're compensated fairly for what you've achieved.
I think it should be more.
More, okay.
I would say that.
Yeah,
and that's my.
I agree too.
That's what I think. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
And that's what I believe in.
Right.
And nobody can tell me different. I don't care who you are. They cannot tell me that this is how I feel. But I know what we've accomplished. Right. I know that. And I know that if you look at my accomplishments and compare it to anybody else around the state of Texas, you start comparing that what you're talking about right there. Yeah. You see it. You see. I don't, and that's the thing about it is I don't have to say a lot. Just go compare. Just go look.
Yeah, you can't compare apples and oranges. And that's what I did. I went compare it. I looked at
go look.
Yeah, right. He getting this, but damn, imagine them. And in 6 years, how many games you've lost?
Wow, not a lot. I can tell you that right now.
Not a lot.
Not a
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
not a lot.
And I understand it's district by district base. And I
Yeah.
look at it because I look at it like coaches like Todd now. Now, with that being said, some of those coaches had an athletic coordinator title, but I don't think which you did have, which was removed from you. But I look at like Todd and other coaches who've been successful, but they underpaid in retrospect to all the other coaches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they are.
And it's like, what is needed to change that? Because we're talking a difference between maybe 20 to maybe 30 to 40,000 to get to the highest paid, 60 to get into the 160, 170 range like that. Now I understand that South Lake Carroll and all the other people, some of those people have the money too.
Yeah.
I think DeSoto ISD have the money. I think DISD had the money too. But I'm trying to see what is the roadblocks that's preventing the districts from making that $15,000 or $20,000 jump, because you putting butts in seats. I mean, you putting, in seats, and you're winning, and it draws a lot. What do you think is preventing districts from paying that extra 15 or 20 that you think you guys deserve?
I don't know. I really don't know. And I mean, if you think about it, what I think I'm asking for is like $42, $43 a day.
Damn. And then you. Dang.
You're
saying for us what you're getting and what you think you're wanting.
Yeah, I mean, what I think this should be, because I'm
right.
This.
That's
the
crazy.
superintendent can't do it. The superintendent can't do it alone.
Mm-hmm.
But she also has to budget the school and understand that us with a deficit that we were, and I can see the deficit it was costing us. And I see that part of DeSoto.
Yeah.
We were in a deficit. We were in a bad deficit. And it's just one of those things of what it is. But, when you come out of it, and we're continuing to do what we're doing.
Yeah. Oh, you coming out of it. You coming out of it. Y'all get a lot of things.
I mean, something has to be done. I mean, I've never had me and my coaches laughed about it. We laughed about it because we said, heck, we won a state championship, we get cut with our budget. We get cut as coaches and salaries. I'm like, wow, we won a state championship, we get cut.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We laughed about that all the time now, because it was happened to us. We won a state championship, but we had to cut. Coaches got cut. We got cut. But we had to make sure that we took care of this district.
Right.
And we had to sacrifice. We did. We had to sacrifice as coaches and as teachers as well as other employees of this district. We had to get this district right, so we wouldn't go under. And I thought that they did a great job in doing that. So it is what it is right now, but there's got to be a way for something to continue. There got to be a way. Find a way. It really is. And I can't get too much into that. But
I understand.
I wish we could. Like I said, she can't do it alone.
Right.
Or the superintendent can't do it alone. They can't. And it takes others to help out.
Well, win, lose, or draw, that check still coming.
Yeah.
You've arrived at the end world. You know what I'm saying? And
I can tell you that I've been very blessed here. I've been very blessed at DeSoto, and I've been very blessed to have great coaches that have really stayed in there with me and to try to help us out as much as possible, especially with the district and the deficit that we were in.
Right.
It was tough. It really was tough. But I think right now we're trying to move up, and we're doing a better job in making sure that we're stable in this district and helping. We got a increase this year with our employees. We got a raise this year, and that helped us out tremendously with our employees in this district, and they deserve it. They really do. Our teachers, they work hard, man. They work their tails off, and they deserve it.
Before I get to see King, one more question.
Sure.
What number will you entertain, whether it's from another district, collegiate level, if they come and supersede abundantly what you think you're worth? Do you entertain it, or do you listen to it, or do you?
I think you should always. And I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I think you should always listen. You should always listen, because you never know where your blessing may be coming from.
Right.
I always say that. So you should always listen. But I'm going to always say this. I love this, so I know where my heart wants to be.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I have God gave me 5 senses. Right. And I'm telling you right now, that you have to listen. You really do, because
at the
end of the day, you have to do what's best, because they're going to do it. You got to do what's best for you.
There you go.
They're going to do it.
You can't
But
never
always
do a man do what's best for him in his pockets.
Always. But I'm going to always. But when I'm making decisions, and I'll tell you this. This is true. This is honest God truth.
Yeah.
When I'm making decisions, I always include my coaching staff.
Yes, Lord.
And people are going to say I'm wrong on this, and you're not supposed to do this, but I do it. I love these kids, so I'm always going to include these kids too. I do. Yeah, I do.
Right.
But I've been here a long time, and I love this district. I love these kids, man. I love my staff. These kids are wonderful, man. That's why I do this job right here, man. I love our kids. I love our players. I love our alumni, and it's hard, man. It's really hard.
Right. Well, I'm rooting for you. And DeSoto ID, this is me speaking. Pay that man to keep Claude Mathis up, because I think there are a lot of people. This man, when he's already made the state, there are a lot of districts, a lot of colleges that will reach out for his service and are looking for a coach like that. So if y'all appreciate him, and in spite of what he's been doing this season, how much he had to cut back and lose, this is y'all time to show y'all. Y'all got MT Tyaski, y'all had a new athletic director. This is y'all time to show y'all appreciation for Mathis and give him his flowers and whatever he asked for, because what he's asking for is not much from what he's already getting, and that can be allocated in other ways. So if y'all want DeSoto ISD to continue to be a dynasty and a legacy, you have to pay Claude Mathis, or I am 1,000% sure the team sports, it won't be the same. So that's just me. That's GrimesTime talking. He ain't tell me to say this shit. It's just me personally from what I've seen. And if you look at the history and the lineage of what he's done and the body of work, you know what I'm saying, he deserved it. Coach, let's get C King. How they look on paper? What's the game plan going forward in the state?
Speed, more speed. They have the fastest player in the state, I want to say.
Oh yeah.
Man, they're dynamic. They're explosive. They're very explosive. Their offense
is cause for concern.
Yeah, they're anytime you play a team, it's cause for concern, but especially these guys right here. Their quarterback, I think, makes it go. They have some backs that can take it to the house at any time on that field, and they got an offensive line that can block. When you're talking about defensive line, defensively, you know, they're fast, they're quick, they're secondary, try to bring it. There's some headhunters, and they play some good ball. And special teams, they got a deadly returning back there at number one, where gosh almighty, can take it back anytime as well. So I think Chad Laxton has done a great job with that team right there, and they're not going to state for nothing. They're really not. They're a complete team.
Right. Well, Coach, I'm rooting for you again. You got that bad man Sarah and all of everything else.
Well, you know, we're playing well right now. You want to be playing well this time of year, and they're playing well right now. But it's like I've told them today, we're playing a great team. We got to finish it, and you know, it starts with preparation, and that's why we're in office right now, still working and trying to get these guys in the best situation to able to make plays and to have things to go their way. So we're going to get there. I can tell you that. It's going to be an exciting time. It's going to be Saturday at 7:00. So please come out. I mean, congrats to Duncanville and congrats to SOC. I mean, two great coaches there too as well. I hope those guys bring it home as well.
There you go. TODD.
Hey, man. When Mathis get on, man, you sure get dignified and intelligent.
Well, I have to err on the side of well, because he's in the 6A classification, you know what I'm saying? And I have to err on the side of caution with how I treat man, because his fan base and his community base, I got to tread lightly, because I don't have them people, some strong blue blood folks, and then you know he DeSoto ISD, you DISD. There's some things that we can talk about, discuss. So I have to try to incorporate it the best way possible, because I get a message, what, and I don't want to put no Mathis more pressure than he already under. So I got to, I got to be careful with this shit. You on the other hand, is bro, this is my dog. Man, you got something for T.O.W.D, man, because he got to kick it off early Saturday morning. He got to start the trifecta.
Hey, this is what I always say, man. This is funny because it's happening that way again. You know, when you see him win it, you see samples with it. You want to be that third person.
You got that pressure. Oh, you last, right?
I gotta win. I'm gonna be out.
You go last and after your rent.
Yes.
You ain't got nothing but to close. You gotta close it. Like you like the fourth leg on a 4x1.
It's tough. It's tough again. But I really hope them to take care of business, and I wish them all the luck in the world. But I really do. I'm cheering for him. You better believe I'm cheering for him.
So you got anything for Mathis before we let Mathis go? I know you got Rich Seed King a lot. You got anything for Mathis before you get out of here, man?
No, Mathis gonna do what he do, man. I don't want to make him turn the Booker T on me. He turned the Booker T when he did.
He went WWE. Did he go WWE? This is a legacy. All he was missing was a chirp. You know the chirp? All he needed was a chirp and Diggs right there to boom. And a little bit of blood.
I appreciate it, Grimes. Thanks, man, dog. Appreciate you.
Hey, appreciate you. Hey, good luck to you, man. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Bring it on, man. No doubt.
Appreciate it. T.O. double. That nigga Mathis with WWE did it, man.
My boy with Booker T. Shoot.
T.O. double.
What's up, man?
I'm proud of you, man. The moment is finally here.
Yeah.
5 straight times, state championship. How you feeling right now? Is it so real, or is it you've been here before, or you got to wait to the end of it?
I've been here before. In experience, 2 wins. I've experienced 2 losses.
Yeah.
So now it's time to tilt it back to the side we want to be on. You know what I'm saying? So, we locked in. Y'all feel good. The kids feel good.
Yeah. You saw the tape and you're looking at everything. You say you feel good. What we got to do?
You got to play soccer football. Like I've been saying since week 1.
Right.
The only people that can beat South Cliff is South Cliff. So,
right.
We got to make sure we don't put ourselves in position as coaches and players to beat ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And we play South Oak Cliff football. I like our chances versus anybody. So, we had a real great day today. I like the vibe. I like the energy. Yeah. I like the look in their eye.
Yeah,
I like the look in the coach's eye. Yeah. Because sometimes. Yeah. It's her.
Revenge is the sweetest joy. Next again, boom, boom. Like you've been waiting. Some people wait a lifetime for moments like this. Redemption. It's a redemption tour. You know what I'm saying? And I say, man, it's time. You got past Melissa, and we'll get back to Rhonda.
Yeah.
That was a really chippy game. Pre-game speech. Why did they poke the bear?
I think sometimes, like when you're playing a team that everybody view as the big bad wolf, the first thing you try to do is show you're not afraid of the wolf.
Right.
So you're gonna come into the ring, or the field, and be like, I ain't scared. We ain't like the other teams y'all done play. But at the same time, they can anticipate what it feel like, but they don't know what it feel like, and what you got to do in order to beat us. Are you willing to do that?
Yeah. So you think there was kind of like some smoke screen, like so he's scared, but they did it out of fear. But they want to.
I ain't gonna say fear. I mean, it was just really. If just started off in the pregame, it was just really 2 kids. But one of the kids we beat last year when he was in Marshall, so he probably was, a little locked in because we beat him when he was in Marshall. Then they had the other big lineman, he was talking, but like I always tell everybody, I ain't just looking at the 2 people that's talking. I'm looking at the rest of the crew behind them. And if the rest of the crew ain't about that life,
right. It don't matter. You ain't got enough.
Yeah, you ain't got enough people across that gun line with
you. Right. You said the coaches didn't bring them out early. They didn't want to look at the players to be intimidated because you can lose the game and pregame sometimes.
I mean, I don't know what the thought process was. Either way, I know some teams have. I've heard some coaches, bring their kids out later to hope you don't cross waves with them before the game. Some people, a lot of people do different tactics and stuff like that. But I mean, one thing with my kids, you got to realize we've been playing some games that the kids can't get up for.
Right.
So when the kids finally feel it's time to get up for something, like they gonna get up. Because one thing about my kids, they ain't gonna never back down from nobody.
Right.
And, and that's a gift and a curse at times.
And I know you're a little hostile at times too. Did you feel like something was personal, like from the coaches or the players? Like, they had the feet had set in. So now it's more like, okay, let's try to get some of their players ejected. Let's play dirty and nasty to try to get somebody to retaliate to get ejected. Or you think some of that stuff was intentional by them?
I ain't gonna really speak from their point of view. It's like I tell our kids all the time. When you got something to play for, you really you can't be caught up in the moment with your reaction. Like, don't do nothing that satisfies you momentarily.
Right.
But that you can't want to deal with tomorrow. So, my biggest thing was no matter what happened, and I know your natural instinct for a lot of our kids is if somebody do something to us, like we ain't never afraid to fight.
Right.
But in a game like this, that attitude can possibly get you thrown out, defending yourself, which hurts the team the following week.
There you go. And that's the part. And I feel like grading this crew. I don't know if they took control. They could have did a better early on taking control. They kind of got out of control.
No, I don't think it was. I think what happened was I actually thought they did a pretty solid job.
Right. From what at the end, once they figure out what it was going to be, you see what I'm saying? But more early on,
but they didn't make hard decisions. To hurt the kids when they knew what was going on.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So what we think as a staff was when we had certain kids get in those situations, especially with the game, we felt like we had the game secure.
Right.
Like we took them out of the situation. So like I told them, I just told the kid, like we gonna play again.
Right.
And I don't trust you right now.
Right.
To make a sound decision if you feel like somebody did something wrong to you. So rather than put you in that situation, we just gonna keep you out so we can play tomorrow.
Right.
And we ain't really worried about today. You got to understand that I'm protecting you when you don't even know I'm protecting you. So and they understand because everybody happy they playing this week.
Right, for sure. And they understand the magnitude, and I'm just glad and thankful that some of the
truth don't show itself. When people get to recording and people get to see what happens, they're not gonna look at you like, oh, it was just an angry SOC kid. He going crazy.
Right.
They gonna see what made you act that way, and then any person with reasonable sense say, hey, if somebody came and stepped on me or kicked me twice, what would I do?
What would I do? Yeah.
A lot of people they gonna react to it. So what I took was I took them out the game to make sure we didn't get a reaction that may have been justifiable, but not justifiable in the sense of playing football.
Right. And that makes sense. Yeah. And I'm glad we got out our safe sound because it could have went south. And the point about it is now, when a lot of times, and that just make it plain when you dealing with inner city and with white schools, but you're gonna always have those racial undertones that people say this and they that. Decide to make
we always gonna be the bullies. We always gonna be
made the decision not to shake hands.
Hell yeah. Right. We ain't not. I'm not chancing that.
You're not chancing that, and you don't know what's gonna go on, who's gonna retaliate. And so I thought that was a good move, even though people I say sportsmanship, but it's like, sportsmanship can be, hey, Wade, we good. You know what I'm saying? We don't want no issues. Dude, if you have to be there to understand. Because people just act like you made the decision, just because it's fucking Melissa. It's not that. It's more of it's safety. It's a safety and security issue for all parties. And then you going on, they going to basketball season or whatever, cross country, badminton, whatever it is, and we got to play for a state title.
Yeah.
Speaking of state title, You got Randall back.
Yeah.
They've been talking. I saw a couple posts. What do you think? Like you say, you got to do different than you did that last year, because do you really feel like y'all let the game slip away last year with the
I
kickoff?
don't think we let it slip away. I think we gave them too many freebies by not executing and not putting, probably putting our kids in the best position. We gave up 2 kickoff returns.
Yeah,
we buffed the punt. So if you add that up, that was 21 points right there. That you can't give up.
Then that time I blundered at the end, I think I blame you for that. You had Todd early. I think he had to rush the kid out there. So just a lot of little stuff like that. So that's why, people don't know the importance of having a sound mind and locked in going to games, because decision making and everything like that plays a factor. It can go back from something happened Monday, then it'll affect you in game Saturday, different stuff like that. But
yeah,
I hope them freebies are done with from last year, because if you take away but it's all in the game, you take away that, they don't beat you. You know what I'm saying?
But it's a part of the game.
It's part of the game. It's definitely part of the game. You know what I'm saying?
They start to decoy us on that first one, and shoot, the other kid ran the ball, and we got to be better prepared. And I know we're gonna be better prepared, this time, because they still good in that particular area. They still return the hell out of kicks.
Oh, okay.
So you can tell it's something they really do a good job of coaching up on. And
Mr. All Everything, Landon Callis, aka they call him Black Jesus. You think you get them on the wraps is pretty much ball game, or do they have any other stars? They got
a good cast around. They got some good receivers.
Mm-hmm.
The backup running back is pretty good. So the quarterback has grew up a lot. You can tell he looks a lot better than last year. They solid up front. So it's a game. Yeah, everybody go to the initial game plan gonna be, hey, we need to try to keep him under wraps, keep him under control.
Right.
But if you neglect and don't, cover or over pursue him, they scheme things well enough, and they have players that can execute well enough to hurt you in other areas. So you still got to be sound, but you got to play team defense.
Right. That makes sense. That makes sense. Going to a whiteout again. Left out of there two last year with this white. Hopefully, we can try it again and come out there clean as snow.
Yeah, that's the goal. We working. Like I always say, we working. You know what I'm saying?
We working. TLWD, I don't want to hold you here tonight because I know you got a lot going.
Man, that's because you went educated mode.
It's a big week.
You went with your bachelor's degree. Now with me, you used to be in Roosevelt grind.
Well, because when you get hate mail and messages, hey, leave him alone this week and don't take it out. And I'm like, hey, man, they didn't have nothing to do with me last week. Todd initiated with Zoe, and they went from there. And I gotta be careful with you this week, man, because they already trying to, you know what I'm saying? Send me hate mail and they leave each other. But I like, man, he'll be just fine.
I be locked in. I operate the best in chaotic situations. That's actually when I function my best.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So there's that there, man. And so hopefully, we can get there.
We gonna do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Man, you done put me on the show by myself. I guess, man. Hey, tell that boy, hey, Baker, tell that man, tell your son, man, that was a hell of a game. Shit, he keep topping himself. I don't know what the hell he gonna do next. He may have to turn a cartwheel and then run the ball first. And then shit, that boy been going to work. Man, where that boy Grimes at, man? This is what I'm talking about. He got that cricket internet. Yeah, and Lamont, it is a 2-time show. If I had the link or something, man, I would have sent it to you, bro. Because the dub won't let you get your shine. They done incorporated Lonzo. You know what I'm saying? And Lonzo even got a spinoff show coming out now. You know, this stuff crazy. The kids we wearing. I mean, we got to wear white. It's already determine what color jerseys you got to wear if you home with visitors by your region. So, yeah, we wear white. We wearing white this week. You know, how it all started about 5 years ago. So, hopefully we'll revisit that great chemistry from that guy. Yeah, Lamar, he really wrong though, bro. It then don't never give you the link to at least come in the defense there, but talk about the comments you say all the time. Swaggy, what's up, man? It was Swaggy. 1 week he ain't covering football no more. He done with it. He back on the grind. Yeah, we gonna be in white though. I mean, give me a haircut this week. I normally don't want no haircut, no playoffs, because I think that take away from my focus. I'd rather be nappy headed or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know what the other teams wearing. I don't know if we all visitors or not. So whatever you do, you got to wear a contrasting color than the other team's home jerseys. I don't know what y'all want us to wear, the white or the chrome gold hammers. We can let y'all pick. I appreciate you too, Mr. Hot Tower. Yeah, no, man, where you been, man? You done left me in here by myself, bro.
I don't know what happened. I'm so glad it's still going. God damn, man. What I missed still though, man. I'm still clicked out.
I was over here, man, you know, I'm just going out the questions, man. I'm just Black Jesus. Yeah, they keep saying Black Jesus. I tell them, well, shit, I'm praying to Allah this week, then. I don't believe it this week.
You don't believe in it?
The last Black Jesus I saw was on Good Times. He was near the wine up.
Even last when you say they say somebody Jesus, we guess we'll beat them too.
Yeah. Passion of the Christ.
Man, it's crazy. Man. Let me see. Yeah, yeah. But now, hey, the game got to be played Saturday morning. I'm glad. And last year was on a Friday, right?
Yeah, last year we was the nightcap on Friday, but you know, with our fellow I-20 boys, you know, we had to go on and make sure we all played on the same day, man.
How important is it now that everybody win again, man, and do it like that?
I mean, it's really important because you know, the one, you know, we all able to do, you know, no black, no African American coaches ever won 3 titles before in the history of Texas high school, you know, football since UIL days. So, you know, whoever does, you know, you go into a different class, you know, within that division, and then you start, you know, some of us young cats, you start starting to shoot on up the ladder to some of them other coaches that then won 5, 6, 7, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's an honor though. You know what I'm saying? Like you really, you know, when you get into this, you get into it for these type of moments. You know what I'm saying? But you got to go through a whole bunch of grind to get to these moments though. You know, a lot of people don't want to sacrifice and do what it takes to build something to get to these moments. But when you build it and get to these moments, it's precious.
And you appreciate it more, especially if you got the road that it takes to get there. You know what I mean? What do you think?
What's that?
What do you think this will cement you like this? With this state title, well, you probably already go to Texas Football Hall of Fame, right? Will this cement your legacy as a high school coach to get 3?
I mean, it's just about the groundwork of the people that invested to be on my way up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the kids that helped me grow to this point, you know, and also to inspire the future coaches that's coming after me or the coaches that's still coaching now to show what is possible. So, you know, like my biggest thing is, man, I'll let other type of talk, you know, it's cool and it sounds good, but my biggest thing is, you know, shit, just to put yourself and put the team and put the guys you've been with on a level that never be forgotten. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we striving for.
Right. And it makes sense. I was thinking about it. How does this benefit the school? You know, them Jerry World checks, like I asked Matt, how does it benefit help?
It actually it does some good things because, you know, since we've been winning, our operational budget as far as proceeds from the game, you know, the different things we receive, fundraisers, donations, and stuff like that. We probably operating at a budget that I know nobody in Dallas ISD probably has ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Before. But, you know, you got to realize we're also doing something that nobody in Dallas ISD has ever done.
Right.
And what we've done as far as advancing the 5 state championship games is only 7 teams in the history of Texas high school football that have at least been to 5 state championship games. You know, like Travis won all 5. A few others, you know, won a couple, lost a couple. I think South Lake may have won 5, 2 or won 4 in a row, something like that. But you know, like it's an honor. You know, like when you really look at it, nobody thought 5 years ago or 10 years ago that in 2025 South Oak Cliff would be competing in football and it's a 5th straight championship game, much less winning 2 of them, the first 2, losing the next 2 by 6 total combined points.
They also fluke too.
And that's what I'm saying. But to be considered the elite of the elite, it was just them small steps that we messed up on.
Right.
That we could have easily been entering this game, you know, 4-0, coming out 4 straight titles, you know, going for number 5. You know what I'm saying? But that's water under the road, opportunities that we didn't seize. But at the same time, though, you know, it's still an honor to make it to the state championship game, to the final game, because there's no other game after this, whether you win or lose. You know what I'm saying? Like this the grand finale. This the granddaddy of them all in Texas. You know what I'm saying? And our kids done played in 80 games. So this senior class has been to state every year they've been in high school. The senior class that just graduated have went to state every year in high school. And just think, like, who would have ever thought that? You know, I ain't never dreamed that big. You know, my dream was too small compared to the reality I'm living in. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I've seen it in basketball. You know, Mays won 4 in a row. You know, you seen Kimball do their thing. You seen Lincoln girls. You seen Lincoln boys have a run. You seen Lancaster, you know, boys have a run. But for us doing it in football, bro, it's like it's really unprecedented. And it's a total buy-in from the community believing, the parents sacrificing and doing whatever is supporting, and the coaches working their ass off and the kids working their ass off. Like we done grinded though. Like people don't get that part though. Like
it's a lot going to it from sun up to sundown.
Nah, that what they don't get though, bro. Like we have grinded, like the hard work we don't put in. I'm talking about when we was at a damn Sam's building for school and no field. We probably worked harder than anybody around us when we didn't have nothing. The weight room was a Payless store in the past. Like nobody know the grind even when I first got the job, we couldn't lift into school. So the coaches had to transport all the weights to Nolan Estes. We transport the weights to Nolan Estes, finally get them set up. Then they tell us we got to transfer all the weights to Kincaid. And we were living in the hallways of Kincaid. And now you talking about getting kids from over in down in the by the locker rooms on the inside where the basketball locker rooms at. Like that was a grind. Like I'm talking about, like we had to bus to practice every day.
Yeah.
Get home at 9 o'clock. You know, get back to the school about 9. You know, some people parents ain't gonna be there. So you may be getting home 10, 11 o'clock every night, and then you listen to people critique you because we hadn't arrived yet. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know the ground we went through. Like this is what we were going through when we lost to Alito 28-14.
Right.
And then people say, well, we lost to Alito. Well, that game, they like, well, shit, y'all don't want to come back and play the next day? Hey, hell no.
I remember that. I think I remember that.
Like, why would I want to when I don't even know if my kids, when I get back home, their parents may not even be sitting at school waiting on them. I'm going to have some kids that ain't going to have nothing to eat that night. They ain't used to getting up in the morning. And then who going to feed them breakfast? How we going to get out of this now? We'll sit here till the sun come back up.
Yeah.
And like I told them, at 2 o'clock, that's when most of these people going to the club, leaving the club anyway. So this is just a normal day to us. But it's a lot of sacrifices. It's been a lot of like buying great coaching staff. Like I can't like really say how great the coaching staff is, because whatever I say ain't gonna be a true testament of what they put into the program. You know what I'm saying? But what I can say is this: it was the same way when I was under Coach Sam. It wasn't about me. I want to be a part. I want to win and do whatever it took to win. I wasn't about being the head coach or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to win. And I got guys that value winning over going to go be the next head coach and losing.
Right.
And I mean, that's a sacrifice by them, but I bet you I'll ever say.
They sure ain't going nowhere. They locked in, boy.
But I'm a great person to work with. Not for, but with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a thought. It's definitely, you gotta take the good, the bad, and the ugly with it. You gotta have tough, thick skin around them parts, because in a given day you might start a fire. It might get but you gotta be able to get past that and like, okay, you know, like I tell people, man, shit. Most of my partners, we done had brawls and got into it. Like, I don't want nobody if the relationship that been tested. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know how nobody gonna act. You know what I'm saying? We all fall out by something.
But that's the thing, though. A lot of people don't know the sacrifice, because me personally, I could have been gone if I was a person that was seeking to be gone. But my belief in purpose and passion, I knew what the job was that I wanted to complete, that was more valuable sometimes than making more money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, money gonna come and go, but this shit we doing gonna stand forever. You know what I'm saying? And shit. Now it's a grind. Like, in the program changed. Like when we first got the SOC, I mean, that was after George Stevenson had just left, so it was a turnaround.
Right.
And then we had to build it, and then we got back to the era where we had some gangsters on our team in the early eras. You know what I'm saying? Like some true gangsters. And then, but they brought the toughness to what Death Row is. The toughness came from them. Then a man named Walt believed in me long before anybody else did.
My partner
Walt. Walt, goddamn Walt from Walt came and said, I'm probably coach. Like, well, you finna do some legendary shit here.
Yeah.
So then when Walt did what he did and believed in me, other people said, well, shit, if Walt say this, it's worth standing on. Then the next group of kids was when we got the Jimmy Wyricks, the Justin Harrison, the twins. That started the daddy culture at SOC.
Yeah.
So now the kids started, now we had the toughness, we had the gangster shit.
Yeah.
Then we started getting them black male role models around where the kids had like father figures without actually being a father. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then
that's why I tell people.
She just grow. Then we brought back the return of the Mecca thing, which goes back trying to get the people who legacy did SOC to come back to SOC, which they did. Yeah. And if you look at it, this is what we want to stay.
Break the Mecca down for those that don't really understand or know.
The Mecca in terms
because you don't say it, that y'all don't use it no more, though, right?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Yeah, it go right there. You probably can't see it on there, but yeah, it's on the head. Yeah, we the Mecca forever. So what I'm saying is the Mecca in terms of it was first phrased because the integration. SOC was the first school that like transitioned from white to black. But we used the return of the Mecca thing because we was reaching out to Allah for some Muhammads.
What you mean?
We needed the Muhammads to come back to the motherland. Manny Muhammad, Abdul Muhammad, Billy Walter, like we need them legacy to come back.
Where they go? They brought they back on the school?
They came to SOC.
You talking about the kid? You need them to come back because their daddies went there or what?
Yeah, all their family. Yeah, their family went to SOC.
Yeah, I mean,
So when that's where the return of the Mecca shit. It was all a strategy that we created because now once you get the people to bring their kids back to the motherland, this shit finna prosper. And if you go back and trace the roots, the first team we won state with was that class.
Yeah. When you say motherland, though, I'm trying to figure because SOC was opened up as a predominantly white school.
But what I'm saying it was a form of integration. So it ain't totally gonna make the point of what you're trying to say. But what we were saying was we gentrified SOC. Well, you know, like when they gentrify area, who come back and buy the property?
Right.
Who?
Well, I'm saying the most foreigners and the white other people from other races buy. So you're saying for the school being gentrified, right?
We gentrified by getting the products back.
Yeah.
Of the forefathers who were once here, who went out. You know what I'm saying?
Not so more of gentrifying the homes and the things, right? Because it's pretty much still the same stuff around. I don't think no homes been gentrified that much.
No, it's the $400,000 houses on Marcellus now, man. We being this shit up like Bishop.
Probably one or two, but no, I'm saying like for us right there by the school and surrounding area, like ain't nothing.
No, but I'm talking about gentrifying as far as the
school,
kids,
the kids,
happening in Dallas. Everybody moved.
So you got a reverse gentrification, pretty much.
Man, however you want to call it, return of.
I'm saying most of the time you gentrify, well, you know, you upgrade, and they say gentrifying, you taking a bad.
And that's what I'm saying. We upgraded. They rebuilt the school. We were the first school with turf. We were the first school with lights. Like so, what we did was because of starting with us. What did it do for others? So if you look at it, we gentrified 22 high schools.
Yeah, everybody got turf, people got fields.
So that's what I'm saying.
Bill got a new school.
At the end of the day, what you got to do is you got to tip your hat to the person that actually, to the people, not person, but the people that actually fought the fight when the fight wasn't deemed as worth fighting, or you supposed to shut up and just accept whatever it is.
How hard was it to get SOC remodeled and rebuilt?
Nah, that's somebody you got to talk to the alumni and all them. My job at SOC was stay on these kids' ass that put a rented product on their field and do something they never done. Their job is to be political and fight the political fight. The kids' part was to send a message that we ain't going for this no more.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. With return of the Mecca returned, and you look how it prospering.
Nah, I ain't lost it out. I'm just trying to make. I'm doing the reverse side kind of what he's saying. I know what you're saying about gentrifying the school. They think I'm about the area. I know you're talking about gentrifying as far as getting the players in and bringing them in from what it was. You know what I'm saying? Getting it to where it is now. You know what I'm saying?
So
what is it gonna take?
What's that?
You contend. What is it gonna take to sustain this? Chill, Double D.
Anything that's worth sustaining, you've got to continue doing what you do. You can't lose the blueprint. Like Saldo Clip was built on what we doing right now. First of all, built on hard work. No matter what, we gonna work.
You think
I work like others and they stand, but we gonna put in the work. We gonna put in the hours. The kids they gonna understand what it is to work.
are you overpaid and underworked, or you underworked and overpaid?
That's a kind of, it depends on what eyes you looking at it through.
Okay, I can give you that. You can go further though and explain what kind of eyes I need.
I'm not the highest paid coach in Dallas.
Right, you're not.
So when you say that, like if you could say I make it that could be something you can say like, there's no way no head coach in Dallas should make more money. But that's neither here nor there. Now, if you look at it from a standpoint of if Dallas was doing what it's doing since I become the head coach, would Reginald Sample still be in Dallas right now? And that would he would probably still be in Dallas right now.
If what?
If the pay was similar to what it is now, you got to realize in the last 5 years,
it wasn't. Yeah,
it
was under 100.
No, that's what I'm saying is, in the last, since I got the head job, it's probably been 3 pay raises tied into it. And I understand, and I personally know where each pay raise came from and why it was. But in pay raise for that particular fight also enabled 21 other guys to receive a pay raise too.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like a fight was. It wasn't just like, like we said with the turf field.
You talking about the 15? What was it? 15,000 extra? What was it? How much extra was it?
I mean, it been a couple of jumps. Like probably about 3 or 4 since I became the head coach.
Yeah,
but that ain't just me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that every head coach that coach football has benefited from the success at South Oak Cliff.
Let me ask you this. The pay ain't on. Does the success have something to do with your pay? Like I said, I know you win. You putting seats in, and you make it. I don't know. They may bless you some kind of. I don't know how the district set up to structure to bless you for what you've done and getting the district to the state title and bring one to the district. I'm asking, like, do you think you need a raise?
No, I'm saying.
I'm just asking. Do you, after what you've done, you did 5 straight appearances, or was the last raise, the little what was the 50, whatever they did, was that substantial enough to say I'm cool with that, given the duties that you have to do because you know how to athletic director role no more, right?
So, I never. I was just an assistant, so that was never tied to me. No, I don't need.
So sometimes if you just play football, like sometimes it can be a contentment thing. Like, shit, I'm getting 128, 20, 30, whatever you get. I don't have much to do but just football. Really, I don't know if you teach or whatever it is. I think you teach.
No. But that's what I'm saying. A lot has changed in the 10 years. Yeah. When Sam went to Duncanville, you got to realize the year Sam went to Duncanville is the year I became the head coach at South Oak Cliff.
Yeah.
So the times was tied together. What I'm saying is, am I comfortable? Yeah, I'm comfortable. If it was just about money, then I would have been using my success to leave if I was searching for the highest paying job or the highest paying opportunity. But the highest opportunity don't always mean that that's your pleasure and that's what you truly like. I have fun with what I do.
Right.
To me though.
Yeah.
Somewhere
work. And they always say when you know what I'm saying, when it's fun and you enjoy it, they don't even feel like it no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's probably something you could be coaching little league football or something, or doing something they like it for free for not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? What you get. So I get it. Everybody perspective and outlook on different. Some people may need more because of the lifestyle. Some people may need more because they won't bring the passions. But sometimes, if you're comfortable with where you at, with what you got from administration standpoint, coaching staff standpoint, you right down the road. You ain't too far. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times that 120, whatever, that's good enough for me because you ain't got to worry about it. You got job stability. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to go on with the extra, 15
but
to
at
20.
the same time, it's this too though. Like if I had my way, I'll take my salary, and then certain guys on my staff would have to at least be paid $100,000 if it was up to me.
Yeah.
They're like I'm saying, like that's how I would want it.
Right.
Because the hard part is, and I'm glad I don't have, like, I wouldn't agree. Like when I was coaching the Skyline under Coach Savage, you know how much my stipend was a month?
What?
For coaching?
$1,500? $1,200?
It was $174 and some change a month, plus my teacher salary.
At Lincoln?
No, this was at Skyline. And like this through honest assessment time.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying too, and that is like shit. Like everybody is benefiting better off. I just wish it was a way at the same time.
They need to come on with some more pay. That's the only reason we discussing is they need to come pay my guy. He need because I'm
no. Like if they can leave me where I'm at and raise some of my key guys up.
There you go.
To 6 digits. Like I'll be good. Like I mean,
right. Right. It's about your coach. Enough for that TOWD. What you coming out in? You got your all white hook? I got something for you, man. Come on, man.
Man, you better get verified by the dress coordinators.
I thought y'all coming your own way.
Man, you know, but we filed it in Spence, man. They the dress coordinators, man. Like they're scoring you. We were scoring today. Somebody tried to cover some shoes, man. Everybody started tearing them up in the damn coach house.
I got some coming, man, for you. It ain't gonna be there. It's gonna be you.
I don't need nothing fly, you know, just some basic. I just need some basic.
Hey, I got some basic, but I'm gonna do basic for you, man. I got some basic. I'm gonna do something basic for you, man. Make sure what it do.
But now the boys like today, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like it's SOC. You know, we testing now.
Yeah.
So shit, but it go back to like I'm saying. This is where the administration come in so key. In 2004, we went to State of Lincoln. When I remember I came to work. When we started making to the 4th round, I would come to work, and they'd be like, shit, hey, y'all covered today. We got subs for all y'all. Go down there and shit, make sure we win these damn games. And that's what we do. So, you know, you know, but like, so this week, like here, I mean, like we sitting in there this week, like shit, like we're in Alabama, you know what I'm saying? You get to work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shit, we have good football. You know what I'm saying? So like, but a lot of places they wouldn't value this.
Right.
Just what that means to somebody. But our school is structured to accommodate people because they know if we do what we supposed to do, we done made through the whole semester, bro, still playing football 5 years in a row. We ain't went to school a day in the first semester without playing football. But they understand how they kickstart the school off.
I might come by and put me a little install in a little series, a couple of install.
No, man, you can't install nothing, no, bro. But that's what I'm saying, though. When you got an administration that got your back and that wants you to succeed, you will succeed if you're willing to put in the work.
Right.
And that's what I be talking about. Like some places, when y'all get on here and start talking about somebody need to go to this school to that school.
Yeah, they may not. Yeah.
And that's why I say, coming from SOC, it ain't a lot of schools that when you go to the other school, you're gonna be like, God damn, it's gonna be a fall off, like drastically in all areas. You know what I'm saying? Just because how it's structured is SOC. Like that shit real. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, there are a lot of people they won't go running them jobs and shit. Shit. Like
you don't have that support. You don't have that shit. It ain't be. It ain't.
I'd rather be an average man money and be a winner than I don't want to be rich and a loser. Like I just don't want that shit. Yeah, I can't now. That ain't nothing like that ain't no, I'm good. I ain't getting this shit to lose.
Right. What you want the people to come out? Get the message to people before we get out of TOWD. I might have some trivia.
Like this what I'm saying, Ron. We got 3 schools that's located in the area between 35, the other side of 35, and then you go on down 20.
Yeah.
They're all somehow connected to each other. I don't understand how everybody can cheer for the Siren Cowboys and fill up a stadium every game.
No.
Cancel the dub to watch a bunch of people you know gonna lose that's been losing for 30 years. But then you get some high school. They had the show early. Man, I get home. Man, I'm like, man, it's 6 o'clock, man. I know I leave the school at this time. But you get some high school kids that's representing the area, half these cats from, and you can't fill up a stadium, or you complain about a $25 ticket, but you buy a Dak Prescott jersey for $100. That's stupid.
No, 180, one shit there. They buy it
180 to go to a Cowboy game. You'll get a better treat coming to watch 3 fucking games for $25 and a parking pass.
Yeah.
They're going to the Cowboy game where they ain't won since I was in goddamn high school.
Yeah.
Scared to skip to go downtown to the parade.
Yeah. That's crazy. Now, y'all need to show out. Sir,
but that's what I'm saying though.
Come early, be loud, and stay late.
Like how you can't get 50, 60,000 people to come out to watch them play, but they can fill up the stadium for some people that you know gonna lose every week.
Right.
That shit's stupid to me. And then these people still buy in and go back the next year like we gonna win it this year. And then they lose again.
Yeah.
And they lose to the Vikings.
Man, you're going down a slippery slope now until talking about the Cowboys, man.
Man, I don't care about no protein. They rich. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
But we got
what he's saying is, y'all bring our asses, put our asses in them seats Saturday, man.
Oh, that
real.
We
only got one time you only get one time to witness something like it. You only get to make it up here. Some folks only never get to come up with this point. You only get to make it assemble a team or some stuff like this to happen every 4 or 5 years, maybe never happen. You know what I'm saying? So you need to come witness. You know what I'm saying? Like $20 and y'all know that on 3.5. They know that on 3.5 in Black and Mild.
Yeah,
them damn cut waters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they been $20 coming to the stadium.
Yeah, that'd be my thing. My thing be like, shit, like you witnessing history, bro. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2 black coaches in my game. Then in Sam game is 2 black coaches. I'm not sure what C. King coach is, but then you got Kyle.
He's black. You know, that was Mobley coached the basketball team. I taught them.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
They coming deep.
You witnessing some unprecedented type of stuff.
And I don't think they want to see that.
Like what you want. Like what do we gotta have there for everybody to be like, we gonna go to the game, bro. Like yeah, we gonna go and sell this thing out and yeah, you can get in for cheaper than 25 with the code. You know what I'm saying?
$15. Y'all put your ass
that be my little thing. I just don't see how people be so excited to watch the Cowboys and they lose all the time. But then they be on their high school team when they ain't that good. But everybody kiss the Cowboys ass. I just think y'all programmed. And they rich. They ain't giving shit back to nobody. Man, I don't hear that shit.
I'm gonna get you a couple trivia questions, TOWD, then we'll get up out of here.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so hard trying to figure you out, man. I don't know what the ass like. What was the world's first convenience store opened in Dallas in 1927?
Man, I don't know what 7-11.
7-11. Who beat South Lake Carroll last year in the state championship game?
Vandergrift.
Yeah. Well, let me see. This is what we're getting right here.
Yeah.
What is the capital of Wyoming?
Man, hold on. Wyoming. Let me see. In Wyoming, is that where land? Is that where that movie, the cowboy movie? Is that where them people used to be?
I think Brokeback Mountain. What you talking about?
Nah, man, I don't know nothing about no Brokeback Man. I'm talking about
Lonesome Dove, Wide Earth. What you talking about?
no, man, the movie with Duffy.
Man, I don't know.
Where they had all the land, man, with the ranch, the big ranch, and he had the mean, crazy daughter. He had the son and ended up being a senator or something. He turned to the governor, then he got killed.
Oh,
and
man.
Man, I don't know about no Wyoming, man. Sycamore or something. I don't know.
Cheyenne.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's with the C. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know about it. Yeah, Yellowstone. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Yellowstone.
Yeah. You ain't watched that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. What college did Tony Romo attend?
Man, shit, I don't know. Something Arizona, something northeast Arizona, or something. What? I don't know.
Eastern Illinois.
Oh yeah, Eastern Illinois. Yeah, great school, man.
Last question, you should be able to get it. Who is crowned the godfather of Texas high school football? What coach?
Coach Sam.
Todd Dodge, man.
Nah, he ain't my godfather.
Yeah, I understand it. Yeah, Sam got it, but it's what
Nah, Sam the godfather. I'm Michael Corleone.
Yeah, that boy.
Yeah.
TOWD, man, it's always love. We get on. It's a big week for it's up this week. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rally Saturday, 11 o'clock, Jerry World. This for the Marbles. Tupac, Regina is like the sweetest joy next again. Hey, man. Richmond Randall, y'all are officially on the clock. This is going to be called a redeem team. Redemption tour. Yeah. It's pretty. They say somebody got black Jesus. They got somebody got Jesus, and they say he walk on water. Oh, but you say you pray in Allah.
Yeah, Allah. I'm in Ramadan right now.
TOWD, I'm going to tap in with you this week, man. I'm going to come out of very sure she got to get some behind the glory or beyond the glory stuff, man. And we'll be in touch, man. Go on, get back on your grind. I know you probably got to watch film tonight, man.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit more, man. Watch a little Passion of the Christ.
Oh, man. Bye, man. You gonna start some problems. That is another segment of Grimes Time. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I want all y'all to please, when you get out here, go hit subscribe on my channel. I'm gonna keep up recaps and condensed version of my shows and different stuff. Please just go subscribe. It ain't nothing but a quick 5 seconds to do that. And on Grimes Time, you know where it's smoking, may be fire, and it don't cost us nothing to be real. Yes, Lord. See y'all this Saturday at Jerry World. SOC versus Richmond Randall. Then you got Duncanville versus North Shore. Then you got DeSoto and C.E. King to close it out. We're going for the 3-peat, the trifecta. Bet on black. Mathis, Todd, Sam is up in a major way. Let's go. And I'm out.